What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the world according to Eric. It is the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devante, and it is time for Bitch You Better Read. Top 5 entertainment stories that I feel like you need to hear for the week. And this week we have some Shether to talk about. I know, right? It's so long gone, but we talking about it today. Some Danielle Bregoli tea. We'll discuss. Roseanne Barr losing her damn mind. You know what? Let's hop right on in, okay? Number 1.
Let's go. We'll kill that. Any small talkers, they ain't number Rex.
So, number 1. Danielle Bregoli, aka Bhad Bhabie. And I see social media is in a bit of an uproar, Lil Wayne voice, because Danielle Bregoli got a little tan job. And as you can imagine, the comments following is, this bitch wants to be black, everyone wants to be black, so the cops get called, you know, it's just, is she in blackface? I get it, I really do. And normally I'm with y'all on this, I get it, because as African Americans, we are always very sensitive when it comes to race, especially because history has shown that people will come take bits and pieces of our culture and then adapt it to mainstream society, and then they get all the credit while we are deemed ghetto for our culture. Like, I digress. So I understand why we get upset. However, with Danielle, Bhad Bhabie, I don't think that's the case. Do I think Danielle wants to be a bad bitch? Do I think she wants to be cute and current? Absolutely. But this little girl does not give me culture vulture. She gives me very lost white child. Like, everyone had one in school where it was just like the white girl that wanted to like acclimate to what the cool kids were doing, and when I mean like the cool black kids, the slang and the vernacular and all that. But in my mind, do I think she's consciously trying to be black? No. Now, if we were having a conversation about like the Kardashians and people that fall in that family tree, then my response will probably be a little different. But as far as Danielle goes, she's just a chicken head. She's a chicken head little girl. Like, she's not, I don't think her mission is to cause any harm. I think that she needs her ass beat. Absolutely. I think that she is way too advanced for her age group, but I don't think she is in her mind consciously like, I want to be black. Like, this is how I'm gonna do it. Like, I just don't get that vibe from her. So yeah, normally I wouldn't give bitches a pass for this, but for this little girl, emphasis on this little girl, I'm going to give her a pass. I feel like she's just lost trying to figure shit out. I really do. But hey, you know, people gonna be mad regardless. I can say this whole thing, black people still be like, bitch, shut up, she wants to be black. So, you know, everyone's gonna believe what they want to believe. I just personally don't see it for her in particular. With that said, number 2. So, number 2, Fat Joe and Remy Ma on live on IG talking about Shether, at least for the part that made social media, because you know the live could have went as long as 2 hours, but that one moment is what is going to be spoken about, because who's really listening to what Fat Joe and Remy Ma are talking about? Like, that is the one trigger comment, Shether, because the barbs, let's get into it.
Fuck, I told her chill. Why is she going there? What was the final straw? Like, what, you know, I know you was cool with her while you was in jail. Y'all was writing each other and shit like that.
We wasn't writing each other. She was doing like, it was like, shout out to Brad, free Brad, shit like, we ain't never write each other. But before I had left, you know, I was doing my 1-2 thing, and she had put out a freestyle where it was kind of like she was going at me. So I pulled up to her mixtape release by myself, pulled it to the side, and I spit her whole rhyme to her. Like, yo, why would you do that? Like, you don't gotta do that. Like, yo, I listen to you, I fuck with you. Like, you'll get so much further. Like, especially if I'm like, people that's talented don't have to do that. I mean, you'll get so much further just, you know, keeping it a stack than trying to like come at me like just shitting. So after that, like,
so yes, they're on live, and it doesn't even necessarily seem like Remy Ma is subliminally talking about Nicki Minaj. It's just a conversation about what pushed her to the point of writing and releasing Shether. And I'll put a bit of it here because it was kind of long, and we're not going to flood my whole Bitch You Better Read with Shether talk. But yeah, they were basically just talking about how, Remy was talking about how she was pushed to release Shether. And, you know, I am not a self-claimed barb anymore. Do I love Nicki Minaj's music from the past and some from the current? The present, absolutely. But I feel like sis got a bad attitude. I don't like how she handles conflict. So I wouldn't necessarily proclaim myself to be a Barb, but what I will say is that Remy Martin, Reminisce Martin, please stop talking about Shether, okay? I feel like at this point, you have been welcomed back into society as, you know, like you doing your thing. She's on State of the Culture, getting this money. She has a beautiful baby. Her and Papoose is doing good with their relationship. Like, it just is. Remy's career is on the up and up. Why are we talking about Shether that came out, what, was it 2-3 years ago? Remy. And the crazy thing is that musically, Remy has not had anything pop off since Shether. And that's the problem. Like, now that you are in this space on Love and Hip Hop and getting your coin and stuff and back in the studio, we need to hear new music. We don't need to be rehashing old beefs, okay? Like, in Nicki's defense, Nicki has not been on social media in months at this point. So why are you and Fat Joe on live talking about Shether? Y'all look dumb. Remy voice, y'all look dumb. Stop talking about it. And I'm not necessarily defending Nicki, but I'm more so pushing Remy to stop setting herself up for the kill. Because it makes you look desperate. It makes it look like you have no storyline if this was a reality show. It makes it look like you ain't got shit else going on. But that one moment where you released Shether and then brought all those women on at Summer Jam, like, Remy, this is me talking to you as imaginary PR. Stop talking about Shether. Stop it. It's done. It's done. You did a great job. Phenomenal. Stop it. Time for the next track. And in the next track, don't talk about Remy. Don't talk about Nicki. Move on. Enough. No mas. Okay, mommy? No mas. And Fat Joe, stop encouraging it. Stop encouraging it. Okay, it's just y'all beating a dead horse. It was what it was. It was a victory. Move on. Number three. Roseanne Barr claims that coronavirus is a scheme to get rid of all of her generation. Now, you know, ever since Roseanne made those ignorant, prejudice-ass comments a few months ago, calling, I don't even remember her name, but calling the politician a gorilla, you know, it's been apparent to me that her mall is open but nobody is shopping. And at this point, maybe it's dementia, maybe, or maybe it's just free time and a platform to speak, and as a result, stupid shit comes out. So on a YouTube TV talk show with Norm Macdonald called Quarantine with Norm Macdonald, when asked about her thoughts on the coronavirus, she says, and I quote, "I think they're just trying to get rid of all of my generation. The boomer ladies that, you know, that inherited their, you know, are widows. They inherited their money, so they gotta go wherever the money is and figure out a way to get it from people." And McDonald responded back to her, "That would be a good thriller." Now, girl, shut up. Okay, look, with all the shit that's going on with COVID-19, like, people is dying of all age ranges. And you think someone is thinking about Roseanne Barr? Bitch, we have not thought about you since you called that politician a gorilla a year or so ago. Like, you are not on anybody's radar, Roseanne. And I don't want to, like, this is not ageism. Don't you try that political shit on my post. But nobody's thinking about Roseanne. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. And whoever your kids are, they need to quarantine your ass away from mics, away from cameras. Stop talking, okay? You've already done a great job of ruining your legacy at this point, but let's not further damage it, you know? But yeah, I say all that to say, girl, shut up. Shut up. Ain't nobody thinking about you. There's a whole pandemic going on. Ain't nobody trying to get rid of Roseanne Barr because you're the biggest threat going on. Girl, humble yourself. You sound crazy. Now, number 4 saddens me because it's the result of ignorance, and it just, shit like this should not happen, okay? So, 3 female suspects, 3 15-year-old suspects are currently behind bars, and a 4th is still on the loose after they attacked a 51-year-old woman in the Bronx after blaming the corona pandemic virus on her. She's Asian. So the victim, Anna, who is 51 years old, had to get 4 stitches to close the gash on her head, and she's fearful that she or her children could be attacked again. She says that she meant to kill me. She wanted to hurt me, talking about her 4 attackers. And, you know, I really want to blame this on the poor handling of the media that gave people the inclination that China is that China is the reason why the coronavirus is such a big thing. Like, I understand the correlation, and then in fact there are, you know, there's ways where China can be at fault for this conversation. However, we cannot go around attacking all Asians because of something that is going on in their country. Like, it goes back to like 9/11, where we were treating the Arabs poorly, Indians poorly because of terrorist attacks in 9/11. Like, I don't know if you guys think that there's a mass group me that happens between cultures where, you know, one person's like, I'm gonna do this shit, and then the rest of them is like, yeah, bitch, burn that shit down. But that's not how it works. That's just not how it works. The fact that, and I really hate that, they're young girls. I hate that this happened at all. But the fact that they're young girls, 15-year-old girls, attacking this woman, like, can you imagine if your mom is just coming home from work and she tells you that she was attacked on a bus by 3 little girls with an umbrella, 4 little girls with an umbrella? Like, can you fathom? Like, what is y'all's justification for a lot of y'all's actions? It really blows my mind. I can't. Even as I sit here, like, recapping the story, it's like, why would y'all do this to this woman? For what? And that poor woman is probably traumatized as the fuck. Mind you, she has kids that she's concerned about because she's just being attacked for the fact that she's Asian. So her kids could very well be attacked for the fact that they're Asian. And if these kids that are attacking her are 15, you know they ain't gonna have no regard for her children. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I understand the times that we are in. You know, I want to go outside too. I want to be able to go to the club, a happy hour. But attacking Asians because you believe that they're to blame for COVID-19 holistically is fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, it's foul. And let me segue into the fact that Asian businesses are doing bad. There's so many times where I'll order Chinese food and people will be like, you want to eat Chinese food? Bitch, yeah. First off, I'm from New York and that shit slaps. Secondly, like, come on, man. Y'all wasn't saying shit about this before COVID-19. Y'all was busting down 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice. Now it's all, I gotta be contaminated. Y'all bitches still ain't washing y'all hands. Like, y'all gotta do better when it comes to society. The way that we have lost all regard for each other is really sad. Like, we've done such a good job of dividing ourselves that our empathy for other humans outside of our skin color, shit, sometimes inside of our skin color, is non-existent. And it's so sad. It's so sad to see. Like, my prayers for this woman, my prayers for her kids, and for these 15-year-old girls. Yeah, they're young, and I hate to see it, but lock they dumb asses up. Like, I mean, and it don't gotta be no long-term shit, just enough to teach them that they cannot go around beating people with umbrellas. Like, that's not it. I can't. Number five. So I saw this sound off post with Hollywood Unlocked, and I kind of like doing these in Bitch You Better Read just because I fucking want to. It's mine. So it was basically asking, should parents be best friends with their kids? And my quick answer to that is no, absolutely not. I feel like kids and parents need a relationship where kids feel comfortable to talk to their parents about basically anything, because parents, what you do not allow them to talk to you about, will not stop them from executing. They will just do it behind your back. Period. That is the code. We follow it to a T. So yeah, I think that kids need to be comfortable enough to come with you with some shit, because, you know, kid life is hard, and a lot of adults will try and undermine the issues of a kid talking about, well, you ain't gotta pay no bills, da-da-da-da-da. But you have to understand that wherever a kid is at in life, those issues are the biggest issues that they know. Therefore, they are the biggest issues that they know. They don't know anything about taxes and shit like that. Don't try and age them or undermine what they're going through because they're not going through the same stuff as you. They should not have to understand mortgaging a house at the age of 12. But at the same time, when you become complete best friends with your kids, understand that you may be opening the door for them to run amok, alright? Like, run track and field through this bitch. You want to kiki with them, smoke blunts with them, talk about niggas and all this stuff, and just let them fuck around. Like, there needs to be some type of balance, okay? Like, I want you to be able to come and talk to me, but like, don't, like, let's know what it is and let's know what it ain't. Like, you're not about to think that we are bats. I'm Hallie and you are the sis. Like, no, that's not what it is, baby. Like, I'm the parent, you the kid, and we gonna follow suit. So, no, I don't. I remember having a lot of kids, like, not having a lot of kids. Oh, Jesus Christ. I remember being like in high school and middle school and just knowing people who were like best friends with their parents, and they would be doing all types of wild shit because they were best friends with their parents. Meanwhile, my mom would beat my ass. Like, granted, there were times where I'm just like, why can't you lighten up? But her being a parent was just trying to keep me on the best track possible, so I feel it. I think there needs to be some type of balance. I really do. But no, I don't think you should be best friends with your child. I don't see it. I don't. And that was all for Bitch You Better Read. So like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. They ain't doing shit. It's COVID-19 and we quarantined, bitch. So make sure that you subscribe to The World According to Eric, and I will see y'all next week.